Hello, this is a review of Adobe Captivate for novices. This is an overview of the software program Adobe Captivate. This program is primarily used by instructional designers or e-learning developers. This overview seeks to find out the scoop on Adobe Captivate, including its history, primary uses, price range, and examples of products created with the software. This could be considered a review of the reviews that seeks to determine how well a novice might fare with this product, as well as sources that provide more information. This tutorial will find out what Adobe Captivate can do, how easy it is to learn, and what the cost would be. I found out a little about the history of Captivate by searching around the internet. The product started out as merely a screen recording utility known as FlashCam and made by Nexus Concepts in 2002. It evolved into an e-learning tool after eHelp Corporation bought it and released it as RoboDemo. Eventually, software company Macromedia bought eHelp and acquired RoboDemo, but then changed the name of the program to Captivate shortly before Adobe bought Macromedia. I wanted to read a quote from Andre Coubet, who is a senior software engineer with a company called SweetRush. He said, "Captivate has been considered one of the premier authoring tools for instructional designers for many years. In 2012, 70% of the e-learning developers were using Adobe Captivate. It is balanced between ease of use and power and able to fulfill most instructional designers' needs without weeks of training to use it. Captivate was developed mainly as a software simulation program, and it still handles that task well as many others." This type of quote makes a novice like myself hopeful because it does seem to indicate that it would not be too hard to learn. There's a link here to a blog about Captivate. It's called captivatecrazy.blogspot.com. Before talking about the ease of use or how easy it will be to learn, I want to review some of the features of Adobe Captivate. This dynamic software tool has many graphic and interactive buttons as well as standard buttons that can interact with the learner. There's a library of many customizable interactives that are easily editable using the built-in visual editor. The software includes a large variety of built-in photo characters as well, and backgrounds. With Adobe Captivate, a designer can record their own audio and edit it. It's also suitable for game-based learning. However, many reviewers warned that it cannot compete with a tool like Flash or similar programs. Interactions can be customized, but complex animation sequences are limited with this software, although it is robust enough to meet most designers' needs in the e-learning industry. Captivate does support custom programming, which means a user can enter his or her name and it's stored in the LMS or the Learning Management System so that the program remembers and can greet the person by name or congratulate the learner when they get an answer correct. The pre-built interactions mentioned previously can be customized with designers' content, colors, font choices, size, and number of interactive elements. The biggest thing that I found on the internet was all about multimedia in Captivate. Something called M-Learning seems to be all the buzz on the internet. M-Learning is also sometimes called responsive learning, and it's designing for more mobile devices. In the past, Captivate and other programs did not handle going to multiple platforms that well, but the new Captivate 8 is able to do that very well from what I found out. It has a lot of features to design responsive learning, and some of the features are device-aware e-learning delivery. That means the user's device is immediately detected and the best interface for that device is automatically downloaded. Also, smart positioning of objects. The designer can ensure that the content is placed in the optimum position no matter what device the course is viewed on. Multi-device previews means that designers can view how their product will appear on any device. Gesture-enabled mobile learning allows users to swipe, pinch, and zoom their way through learning content. Also, geolocation support means that certain location-specific content can be delivered to the user. Also, something that's I found very interesting with Adobe Captivate is that it's compatible with Photoshop, so that a designer can use a client's certain colors with their designs, and also an instructional designer would be able to create many different looks because you were able to import colors from Photoshop. So the big question is, can a novice learn to use Adobe Captivate? Well, there's another quote that I found that really says it all, and it is, Captivate 8 is a huge release. It lets us finally create mobile learning in ways that we could only dream about until now. That alone sets it apart from every other tool. In addition, the new interface and the other added features make for a new and elegant Captivate edition. In a way that I would not have guessed possible, Adobe has managed to make Captivate both easier to use for new users while more powerful in its new feature set. This quote was from Joe Gansey in an article from May of 2014. If you decided to purchase Captivate, the price for students and teachers is $299 for students and teachers. The monthly subscription price is $29.99 per month. However, if you are not a teacher or a student, the price is considerably higher at $799.